3, 2, 1, go! Oh, what's this? Hold on. Oh, hold on. Hello, everyone. Welcome again to another video. We are doing I just been so stuck on this another eating game. I've done a couple of videos and I'll continue to do videos on it as I progress on my PC crew. But this video is not about that. This video is about this video is about case modding, and basically it's just one video stepping up to the video that we're waiting for. The video that we're waiting to see is the live build of the PC. So I know I talked about it before and I keep talking about it. I'm getting up to that point. It's just me, so I'm like a one-man show here. So and I've been, like I said, I've been playing a lot of Another Eden, and also I have to edit all these videos. So I think I did like I did a few videos, so I have like 6 videos to edit, and so I'm focused on it this weekend. So this video you're seeing now is the first video that I got edited, and I got 5 more to go. So but please enjoy it, you know, like and subscribe. And so this video is about doing the mesh mod on the front grille and the top panel of the case that we were swapping the motherboard in. It's just a little media computer that I had an older build, and I just swapped the case so I can use the other case for another build that we're doing too. So both of these builds are going to be giveaways, and my goal is to premiere the giveaway video. Well, I thought about it. I thought about doing it Christmas. I might do it Christmas Day. I might do the premiere on Christmas Day. Either Christmas Day or the day after Christmas. So probably this coming Friday or Saturday I'll do the premiere, and it will premiere that day. Because I know The Matrix is coming out. The Matrix is coming out like, what, in 3 days? So everybody's going to want to see that, so I don't want to do the premiere then. Because I'm going to be watching The Matrix. I think I might watch it like 2 or 3 times. Love The Matrix. By the way, they got the new Matrix game is coming out too. So I may think about getting that game and do some videos about that as well. I've just been kind of exploring like my options for videos. You know, DCCASEMODS, you know, we started as case modding and stuff like that, but you know, I like to do a lot of other things. So but it's all about computers and gaming and stuff like that. So I will definitely continue to do that and just express myself as best that I can, because I love it, and and you know, I enjoy everyone, and thank you all for your support, and everything is great. It's wonderful. So so we'll go ahead and get this video started. Try to shrink it down as much as possible. I think it will be maybe like 30 minutes long, 35 minutes long, but just give you some details about exactly how we went about installing the mesh for the front grille and the top grille. Okay, all right. So enjoy the video. Appreciate it again, and here we go. Alright guys, welcome. We're getting ready to do this video here. What are we doing? I kind of lost my train of thought here. What are we doing? Oh,
Okay, so we're getting ready to put the mesh onto the, we're basically doing like a slight little modification here. We're going to be modding the front panel here. We're just been modifying this mesh, and then also the top panel here. We're going to be putting mesh in place of this right here. So just going to show you guys how we do this. We're outside in the garage here. We're recording with the good old trusty laptop that we've had for since 2015, and recording with the webcam. So we're doing this a little bit differently, but we're gonna see how this works. All right, so basically what we're gonna be doing, I'll show you guys the I hate saying you guys all the time because I don't even like that damn term. So anyways, I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna try not to say it, okay? But this is the mesh. This is just basic mesh I got from Lowe's. Look, expanded sheet, whatever. This is 12 by 24 sheet, half inch. So I got some duct tape here. This is just blue. It's just duct tape, 3M duct tape that I like to use to mark off my lines. After I use just a little Sharpie, black Sharpie to mark what I'm going to cut out. So we're going to take this off because this is what we're going to use to measure the mesh that we're going to be cutting. So I want to match that. So you notice here, there's a little dip right here, or a little section right here that the other mesh didn't cover, because I don't think that's the original mesh. That might be a different mesh I got from somewhere else. So I'm also going to make an insertion in here so the whole, so we can use this part as well, because we want the whole thing to cover that. I think I'm just going to take a piece of mesh and cut. Well, I'm actually going to use this part right here to measure the width and put these two together so I can get the width and the length of the piece of mesh I need to cut. And I'll probably try to have it come a little bit over here so like I said, I do, apologize for the lighting. We just don't have a lot of light out here, not in this garage. But I am doing it in the daytime, so we can get some of that day. By the way, these reset button and power buttons, I buy these from Performance PCS. That's performance-pcs.com. Okay, so this is basically what we got here for our replacement screws. These are M4. These are metric screws. M4.70. So these are the screws. These are the nuts. I mean, these are the washers. So I got some washers, and these washers I can use for both the front panel and top panel. And then we got some nuts that we're going to use for the top panel. The front panel won't need nuts. We have screws that we originally are going to use for that. So, but $7 from Lowe's, not bad. Okay, so let's get to the fun part. Well, the part before the fun, mesh. If you ever had mesh before you used it, there's two sides to the mesh. You have one side that's a smooth side. It's already treated or whatnot. And then you have the reverse side, which is not treated. It's untreated. So when we install this, we want to make sure we have the treated side up so there's that nice smooth thing going on. So what I like to do when I am cutting, I just try to remember which side that is. So for me, it's basically the side that my tape is on. So I know that when I'm doing it. Also, you can feel it too. So there's a difference in the feel. All right, so you can kind of see what I'm doing here. So like I said, this is our original mesh. We're just gonna, because I'm trying to think, I'm gonna have to cut it. I'm gonna have to make like a little cut on the inside of it, which this would be that bottom part. This is the top and this is the bottom. So I want to make the bottom cut here because it would probably be easier to do it. So I know I'm right here, and so what I'm going to do, move this slightly over. What I'm going to do, I'm gonna move this up a little bit just to give me enough room. I think I got enough room here, right there. And I eyeball a lot of things, and sometimes that's why I make mistakes. But for the most part, I've been pretty good at it. So, but you know, we all make mistakes. Nobody's perfect. It's fine. But we will make sure that works. So I'm gonna give myself a little space right here, which I think that will be enough space for that bottom part, so that I can put a screw in there and make sure that it's secure. So I'm okay with this right here. I am going to make a line right here with my marker. Just make a little line with my marker here. And for here, like I said, again, I'm just eyeballing it, so I'm going to make a small indentation here, or a small line, and come over here with a small line. And I'll look at it again. But once I've cut it, I'll be able to really know. We'll make a line here on the back side. Yeah, make a line right here on the back side. And then make a line here.
Yeah.
Where that's gonna go. Okay. There, this line, that line, that line. So we got everything marked out here. I'm gonna look at this top panel, bottom panel. I mean the front panel real quick, just to kind of gauge it again. And for these guys, I'm gonna start another section right here. Let's start another section right here. So I want to get most of this mesh as I can. So here, this is the end. That's fine. That using the end is a lot easier. It just makes it a lot easier. So we're gonna go right here together. Put those on here. Like I said, now this doesn't have to be perfect, but we just want to get the length and the width. So I'm gonna cover this right here. And then right here. So I'm just going to put a piece of tape right over my line. Right over my line. So I got that tape over the line. I'm going to take this long piece of tape. We can go ahead and move this out. Get this out of the way. I'm going to take this tape, line. So this is I guess you can say it's like basic stuff. I don't know if it's basic or not, but anyway. So this is just a process that I go through, right? Alright, so here comes the fun part. It's one of my favorite tools to use. I'll cut off this from doing that. This is what, see, there we go. Zoom in there. It's an easy lock, whatever that means. Now the easy lock is just the way that it locks in there. There's a little mechanism, little hole in here. You pull it back. You put your, you put it in there. It fits in there one way. You turn it, and it clicks in, and it's locked. So hence the term easy lock. All right. We're going to switch to the new one. Again, the thing works. It has a little spring in it. You pull it back, it opens it up. You put it through, and you turn it, turn the disc, and you bring it back in. can see some spots. I can get in there. Good. That I gotta cut that one. And I should have brought my marker, but I'm gonna go for it right now as far as cutting it, because I don't want to move it too much because I got it in a good position. So I'm gonna lift here, snip that out. Okay. So now I can put it there, there. I know you guys aren't seeing what I'm seeing, but when I get to it, I'll show you. Okay, so we got pretty good lighting right now. We got the garage door light on. I don't know how long it's going to stay on, so we just get to it and cut some stuff. Okay, so this is how we're going to do this, right? So we got, this is how we're going to lock it down. You look here, we got one, there's one screw here where my right hand is. There's another one down here at the bottom, that's two. And then there's 3, 4 little small spots for screws. So these are the screws that we have, these little small, these are, I think they're machine size number 4, I think, or whatever. So we got this small screw that goes there, and then we got some washers that we're going to use to put over the mesh. And then for some of the parts of the mesh that are a little bit wider with the spacing, like for instance this one right here, or this one right here, we'll use a slightly larger washer along with the original washer. Let's see, we'll start with this one over here. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Try this careful as possible. Keep everything in there. So that one's started, but I'm not going to let it go all the way down. Now we'll go here to the other side. Now I know it's like can't really zoom, but you can see where I'm putting the screws at. So this one seems to be okay. We're going to put this one on this side. This one may be a little tricky, but I think we can get it in there. So that one's there. Where's the next one? Next one we'll go to is the bottom. But I think this one may be a little tricky as well. Okay. Might be a little tricky as well. It's good to have a magnetic tipped screwdriver. That comes in handy. Oh, yeah. See, this one might be a little tricky because I didn't cut it properly. Let me see. All right, so we kind of cut it a little bit with the Dremel there. We didn't cut it completely, but I just kind of eased the metal a little bit, so I'll be able to use the die cutters to finish that cut, so we can put this screw in here and get a little bit closer. So we're going to cut really close there, and then we have a little small. Whoops. We have a little. Where am I? Smaller piece right here. Kind of cut. There. Okay. So we got it. And if possible, if you need like a bigger washer, you can always just get one. Not too crazy. Use some magnetic power here. I think this will be fine. I think it will be fine. What are we doing here? Hopefully I didn't damage. Nah, it's still good. It's tight though. Okay, I think that'll work fine. Okay, so let's go to the next one before we tighten everything down. We're going to do top now. and put that there. So we'll tighten this one down. And you don't have to tighten it down super tight. Just enough so that you get a little respect out of it. Make sure it don't want to go flying off. Because, you know, the whole point of this is to keep it from moving. You know, if anybody puts their hands on it, or you accidentally put your, push on it or some shit like that. Whatever. So you don't want to do it. So, here we go. And that looks fairly straight, wouldn't you say? Oh, sorry. Oh, let me put this over. There. So we go. So that looks fairly straight, wouldn't you say? So that is this part of the mod right here, and we'll do some closer. I do need to do some closer so I can show. Okay, so we're back inside here with this top panel mod. We're finishing up. I cut it, so I just wanted to explain like another way to I guess to use the dike cutters, especially in this situation right here. So, and I just explain. So basically, I'm going to be using these nuts with these washers that I showed you earlier, and these bolts and these screws are going to be going on top. So these screws are the same size as that hole, which I believe is an M4, or it's a 10 millimeter or 10 millimeter in standard. So just like we did with the front panel, we're going to use the washers to close the gaps right here, to lock everything in. But we have a little obstacles in the way. So this is how I do it, because I got it exactly where I want it. I'm going to just mark it. So I'll press down on here, and I'll mark where I want to make my cuts with the dike cutters. So I'll just mark it right there with the marker. And I want to do it so that I cut it out, but I want to leave enough of the mesh there that I can still put a washer over it and lock it down. So we'll do that over here as well. I'm going to do that one. So just a little bit there and a little bit there. For here, this one looks like it'll fit fine. But on this, but here it's covered up. So we're gonna have to. This one's gonna be a little bit more. We gotta cut. So we're gonna cut out there. Everything cut out. Cool. And now we're going to finish installing out. What I did, I got some bigger washers to go with the smaller washers, so that we can. I keep forgetting that I gotta do this the other way. I put all these in here to try and make it faster, but right now, so that's what I want to do. I want to put all the screws in, so that whoops, got that force there. I want to put all the screws in. That's my plan anyway. So I forgot how I would do this before. I would probably put one in and then kind of, well, actually I know what to do. So this will be a kind of process here. I'm going to put one in. We're just going to put the nut on it. We're not going to screw it all the way down. We'll put the nut in it so it doesn't fall back out. So then when we get all the screws in, we put it down, everything will be flat. So that's what we'll do. Okay, so yeah, all those in there. Now we can lay this down flat. So that's what my goal is, to get it to lay down flat. So now that I got it laid down flat, now we can kind of go back and adjust as need to put everything in here. So I'm looking to see, just make sure that it's as straight as possible. Okay, I like that, I like that, I like that, I like that. Move that over some. Looks pretty Gucci. Okay, so we're gonna start putting the washers to lock this thing down. I think I can just use a regular washer on this one because everything's so tight right there. So of course this is going to be strange trying to tighten this up. I don't have. Yeah, okay. But I can get it down. Once I get it started, I can get it, not completely tightened, but just enough so it doesn't move very much. So I'm just doing this with my hands here, of course. Of course, what else would I be doing with my hands? Idiots. Not yes. Duh! Yeah, anyway. You kind of caught what I was saying. If you didn't, that's fine. So that's basically it right there. And I'm going to go back and show you guys the other one. So the front panel, so you can see that too. So we're looking here. You can see how we got the washer there with the nut, the washer, the nut, and how that fits on there behind the scenes. This one I might want to move back a bit because I don't, when you look at it from above, want to make sure that there's clearance so you don't see that. I mean, it's not totally necessary, but as far as like a aesthetics or aesthetic thing, you want to make it look as best as possible. So I'm just hand tightening these right here before I get to the screwdriver, just making sure everything's good. Like I said, lock washers will be a little bit easier because you just twist them. They do their thing. They're lock washers, but that's what it looks like on the inside, and then this is what it looks like on the outside. So the outside, just a nice little machine head screw up top, and that looks very good actually. So that's what it will look like. So pretty much, yeah. Now before we go, I'm going to show you the front panel, which I thought I brought in already. Again, here we are in the light, so you can really see the mesh there in the light against that blue. It looks good. And we can look at the back here. So basically we did the same thing with the back here. These are a little bit easier because the holes are already there. I mean the slots are already there for the screws. They're smaller, everything's tighter. So we did a little trimming, but we got it done. See, same thing here, here, there. So I just wanted to show you that in the picture, so you can see that, and that's pretty much it. So this mod is done. We're gonna move on to doing the power supply. We're gonna move on doing the power button later. That'll be the next video. Well, so that's it for this video. I hope you guys learned something. Like I said, we're still just working with all these cameras and trying to figure out what's the best way to do things, with the best lighting and all that stuff. I don't know. This is on the webcam, our Logitech webcam, so hopefully it worked well and you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and stay tuned to the next one we do as we continue the process to do this live stream. Alright, now, pieces.